A warm welcome to you here on TV News this hour on TV Sapiencia. The top stories today. Vice President Kashim Shettima has said the visit of his Colombian counterpart, Francia Márquez, begins the beginning of a new era in relations between Nigeria and Colombia. At least 20 world leaders and senior officials convened in Tianjin today, Monday, for the opening of a two-day Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, where Chinese President Xi Jinping urged members to reject Cold War mentality and bullying behavior in international affairs. And in sport, prize money for the Women's World Cup cricket will outstrip the men's edition by more than a third, boasting an overall purse of $13.88 million, the sports governing body said today, Monday. It is a beautiful welcome to you. My name is Chioma Vickwemeka. Now the news in full. We begin in Nigeria, while Vice President Kashim Shettima has said that the visit of his Colombian counterpart, Francia Márquez, marks the beginning of a new era in relations between Nigeria and Colombia. Márquez, who arrived in Abuja at weekend Saturday for a three-day official visit, was accompanied by her spouse, Mr. Rafael Yeni Pinilo Okoro, cabinet ministers, senior government officials, and business leaders. The delegation is expected to engage Nigerian counterparts in discussions across key sectors to strengthen diplomatic and economic cooperation. Speaking at a gala dinner held on Sunday night at the presidential villa in honor of the Colombian vice president, Shettima said the visit was a proof that both nations were set to enter a union that will foster deeper political cooperation and bolder economic ventures. The vice president said Márquez's visit to Nigeria is expected to deepen diplomatic and strategic relations between Nigeria and Colombia and enhance collaboration in areas of mutual interest, including governance, trade, agriculture, energy, education, security, among others. Moving things along, the Independent National Electoral Commission has announced the commencement of online accreditation for journalists and media organizations interested in covering the upcoming Anambra State Governorship Election. According to a statement issued by the Secretary to the Commission, Rose Orianro Anthony, today, Monday, the election is scheduled to take place on Saturday, November 8, 2025. Media organizations intending to deploy personnel for election coverage are required to submit the applications through the official INEC accreditation portal, imap.inecnigeria.org. The accreditation portal opens on Monday, September 1, 2025, that's today, and will close on Friday, October 24, 2025. The federal government said it completed a comprehensive review of school curricula for basic, senior, secondary, and technical education aimed to make Nigerian learners future ready. The Minister of Education disclosed this in a statement signed on Friday by its Director of Press and Public Relations, Boriowo Folashade, and made available to newsmen yesterday, Sunday. Folashade said the Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmad, announced the curriculum on behalf of the Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Alausa, while speaking in Abuja. According to the minister, the review was carried out in collaboration with key education stakeholders, including the Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council, the Universal Basic Education Commission, the National Senior Secondary Education Commission, and the National Board for Technical Education. The new framework is designed to reduce content overload, improve learning outcomes, and ensure Nigerian students are equipped with skills relevant to today's global demands. Ahmad said the exercise went beyond merely trimming subjects, stressing it focused on improving content to promote deeper learning and reduce overload for pupils and students. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, says the Nigerian Air Force is expanding global defense partnerships to enhance operational effectiveness and modernize its fleets. Abubakar stated this during a week-long working visit to the People's Republic of China, according to a statement on Sunday in Abuja by NAF's Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimen Ejidami. Ejidami said it has led a high-powered delegation that held talks with leading aviation and defense companies in Beijing, Harbin, and Chengdu, all in China. Discussion centered on technology transfer, maintenance support, and training opportunities for NAF personnel, One of the highlights of the visit was Abubakar's meeting with the China National Aero Technology Import and Export Corporation in Beijing, which that was held on August 25. He also inspected the Z-20 utility helicopter at Harbin Airport Company on August 26 and visited Chengdu's JF-17 manufacturing facility, where he assessed the JF-17B prototype and undertook simulator flights. The Chief of Army Staff, that's the Air Staff, said the engagement consolidated Nigeria's defense diplomacy in Asia and reaffirmed the country's position as a reliable partner in global security cooperation. According to Ejodame, talks with Katik focused on sustaining the serviceability of aircraft already in NAF's fleet. Today is the 1st of September 2025. In line with the normal Ember Month awareness creation, the Federal Road Safety Corps Ogun Command has advised motorists to reduce speed during the Ember Month to stem unnecessary road crashes. FRSC Commander in charge of Shagamu-Ore Benin Expressway, Nasir Mohammed, gave the advice in an interview with newsmen today, Monday, in Ota. Mohammed noted that speed was sweet, but it kills faster than any deadly diseases, stressing the need for motorists to therefore refrain from excessive speed that could lead to disaster through crashes. The route commander emphasized the need for motorists to desist from drunk driving, as this could affect their sense of reasoning, thus resulting to accidents. He reiterated the FRSC's commitment to embark on aggressive public enlightenment and patrols to educate the public on the dangers of flouting traffic rules and regulations. The governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbah, has emphasized the importance of acquiring digital skills to remain relevant in today's competitive world, and he also encouraged youths to create their own opportunities in Nigeria rather than seeking greener pastures abroad. He made this known during the just concluded two-day TXE Summit 2025 themed Innovation Unleashed, Transforming Enugu's Future, held in Enugu, Nigeria. The tech and entrepreneurship event aimed to empower local youths with digital entrepreneurial skills, promoting innovation and economic growth, was convened by Williams Uchemba, the founder of TXE Africa. During his welcome remarks, he stated that the event represented the huge potential and promise that Enugu holds for youths in fields of technology and entrepreneurship. Uchemba appreciated the support from Moneypoint Incorporated, which believes in diversifying technology hubs geographically to drive economic growth. This event provided a platform for networking, partnerships, and showcasing innovations in the tech industry. Attendees included industry leaders, government officials, and startups. The event drew over 2,000 young Nigerians, providing a platform for them to learn and network as well. The Anambra State organized health sector unions comprising of National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria, Nigerian Union of Allied Health Professionals have given a notice of 15-day ultimatum, which started on 20th of August till midnight of Wednesday, 3rd September 2025, to the Anambra State government to either pay the health workers in line with the salary structure of the federal government or face an industrial action across the health facilities in the state. The media grievance is known in a press statement and a press briefing signed by Comrade Charles Nwoye of Naup and Comrade Onwuka Edith of Naem, and both are chairman, respectively, with their secretaries. Their demands include the implementation of 100% CONHES salary structure in the state and local government system, rural posting allowance, enhanced call duty, shift allowances, reviewed hazard allowance for health practitioners, implementation of reviewed CONHES table, internship provision for fresh graduates, among other key issues. They noted that the lack of care for health workers has impacted negatively on the health and mental health of the workers, which has derailed service delivery in the health system in the state. They accused the state government of selective implementation and insisted that the union is being marginalized. They called on the Anambra State government, led by Governor Soludo, to heed to their demands to avoid downing their tools across all the government-owned health facilities across the state. We are following up on the story. We'll keep updating you. At least 20 world leaders and senior officials convened in Tianjin today, Monday, for the opening of a two-day Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, where Chinese President Xi Jinping urged members to reject Cold War mentality and bullying behavior in international affairs. Addressing the gathering, President Xi Jinping criticized what he described as a bullying behavior in the world order as he gathered regional leaders for a summit. He called on the leaders, including Russia's Vladimir Putin and India's Narendra Modi, to adhere to fairness and justice, oppose Cold War mentality, camp confrontation and bullying behavior in a speech in the northern city of Tianjin. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which is a gathering of for a two-day summit, comprises China, India, Russia, Pakistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Belarus, with 16 more countries affiliated as observers or dialogue partners. Away from that story, we move to sports. Right now, where prize money for the Women's World Cup cricket will outstrip the men's edition by more than a third, boasting an overall purse of $13.88 million. Now, the sports governing body said this today. The prize pot is up for $3.5 million in 2022 and eclipses the total of $10 million for the last Men's World Cup. The 13th edition of the Men's Showpiece, a 50-over tournament, which begins September 30 in India and Sri Lanka, is a monumental rise from the previous edition in New Zealand 3 years ago, according to the International Cricket Council. The winners of this year's Women's World Cup will get $4.48 million. The runners-up will receive $2.24 million. Co-host India will face Sri Lanka in the opener in Guwahati. Pakistan will play all their matches in Colombo as part of a compromise deal that allows both India and Pakistan to play at neutral venues in multi-nation tournaments. The final will be played on November 2, either in Mumbai or Colombo, depending on whether Pakistan reach the title clash. But that's it on the news. A quick reminder of our top stories. We told you that the Vice President Shettima has said the visit of his Colombian counterpart, Francia Márquez, marks the beginning of a new era in relations between Nigeria and Colombia. At least 20 world leaders and senior officials convened in Tianjin today, Monday, for the opening of a two-day Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, where Chinese President Xi Jinping urged members to reject Cold War mentality and bullying behavior in international affairs. Prize money, finally in sports, the prize money for the Women's World Cup cricket will outstrip the men's edition for more than a third, boasting an overall purse of $13.88 million. That's according to the sports governing body. And they said that today. Well, that's it on the news this hour. Many thanks for joining us and welcome to September. It's really going to be an amazing time in September. Most importantly, kindly ensure that you drive carefully. Avoid overspeeding, just like FRSC suggested, because your life is important. My name is Chioma Victor. Thank you so much for watching. Do have the best of the time. Bye-bye.